Today on Time About the Movies, we're going to the happiest place on earth. If you're a psychotic killer, I mean. Martin Scorsese and Leonardo DiCaprio reunite once again for their newest film, Shutter Island. And speaking of people who are criminals, Roman Polanski's got a new movie out this weekend with Pierce Brosnan, Ewan McGregor, and Kim Cattrall, the Ghost Rider. Not the Ghost Rider, Ghost Rider, like someone you write, pretty much. But February 19th, 2010, Time About the Movies, all coming your way next.
Antecedentes sobre la institución. Nos llegan los enfermos más trastornados y peligrosos. Señores, bienvenidos a Shutter Island. Agente Daniels, doctor. Así que la interna Rachel Solano se ha fugado durante las últimas 24 horas. ¿Se la considera peligrosa? Diría que sí. He levantado un centro único. No lo entiende. Está atrapado. Y lo que es único no siempre es bien comprendido. ¿Quién sabe la verdad? Todo el mundo. Las enfermeras, los celadores. Es imposible que lo sepa. Todo el mundo. Comprende ahora por qué no pueden dejarle marchar. ¿Va a alguna parte? Nunca podrá salir de la isla.
I know what you're thinking. I had no idea that was a Spanish trailer. It was literally going to be people talking in Spanish, but I thought that was going to be like subtitles, like I had last week with the Valentine's Day trailer. But anyway, this is Time About the Movies, and we're taking a look at the two films released on February 19, 2010. But regardless of whatever language that's in, Shutter Island, the latest film from Martin Scorsese, third time I believe he's reunited with Leonardo DiCaprio, and it involves a deputy U.S. Marshal, played by DiCaprio, who comes to Shutter Island to investigate a psychiatric facility after one of the patients go missing. You see, the cast also includes Mark Ruffalo, Ben Kingsley, Max von Sydow, Michelle Williams, Jackie Earle Haley, Patricia Clarkson, Emily Mortimer, and this is based off of a Dennis Lehane book. He's the same man that also gave us Gone Baby Gone, and written by Letia Karagridis, who also wrote Alexander, Pathfinder, Night Watch, was an executive producer on both the Birds of Prey and Bionic Woman TV series of the 2000s. And, yeah, this is a movie that came out in February. It was originally supposed to come out in December, but Paramount pushed it back. Actually, it was supposed to be October, but Paramount pushed it back, saying that they didn't have the financing in 2009 to spend the $50 to $60 million necessary to market a big awards pick like this. And DiCaprio was unable to promote the film internationally, and Paramount hoped that the economy would rebound enough by February 2010 that a film geared towards adult audiences would be viable financially. So they basically said, fuck the awards season, we need to make some money off this bitch. And, I mean, it worked. It made a ton of money. It was actually a big hit overall. It brought in it brought in over $294 million worldwide. It only cost $80 million to make. So in the end, their plan worked. But this is definitely one that probably could have been an awards contender, especially considering that the movie really is pretty damn good. I mean, this is a really, really good movie. Very tense, very chilling, very terrifying. Leonardo DiCaprio getting yet another really good performance in here. Everybody here is playing their parts very well here. This mood and the atmosphere is there, and you really are kept on the edge of your seat on what the hell's going on and how this is going to transpire. Like, what's the end result of this going to be? And you do get that in this movie. You do get a lot of that in this film, and it definitely does deliver on it. Granted, yeah, they probably could have, basically just put this out on awards season and hope to get some awards buzz for it. But they went with the plan to go try to get money off it, and sure enough, people bought into it. Mostly because it was DiCaprio and Scorsese working again. The last time these two guys worked with each other, it's working out pretty well for them. Gangs of New York, The Departed, now this movie. And would not be the last time these two would eventually reunite. Give it a couple of years, they'll be working on The Wolf of Wall Street later on, which was another big success overall. But yeah, overall, this is a really good movie. A really, really damn good movie. Shutter Island. What more you got to say about it? So, with that said, let's go ahead and move on to the lesser of the two thrillers that came out this weekend, directed by Roman Polanski. This is The Ghost Writer.
Who are you? I'm your ghost.
A ghostwriter for one of the world's most powerful men
Former British Prime Minister Adam Lang is back in the news.
has discovered a dangerous secret
You're looking for a war criminal. We don't have any proof. You'll get us the proof.
that will put his life at risk.
You don't realize how serious this is getting.
From Academy Award-winning director Roman Polanski, Ewan McGregor, Pierce Brosnan, Kim Cattrall.
I know about you and the CIA.
The Ghostwriter, rated PG-13, opens in select cities Friday.
So in The Ghost Rider, an unremarkable ghostwriter has landed a lucrative contract to redact the memoirs of Adam Lang, the former UK Prime Minister, Lang being played by Pierce Brosnan, and the writer being played by Ewan McGregor. After dominating British politics for years, Lang is campaigning for his foundation with his wife in the US. He lives on an island in luxurious, isolated premises, complete with a security detail and a secretarial staff. Soon, Adam Lang gets embroiled in a major scandal with international ramifications that reveal how far he was ready to go in order to nurture UK's special relationship with the US. But before the controversy had started, before he even had to close the deal with the publisher, the ghostwriter gets unmistakable signs that the turgid draft he is tasked to put into shape inexplicably constitutes highly sensitive material. So, it's essentially a story of a guy who's corrupt, and he's basically talking to a guy who's trying to reveal the truth and all, and you can pretty much tell where that's going to go from there. And this is directed by, like I said, Roman Polanski, which this was the last thing he did before he finally got arrested for stuff that he did back in the past. Like, he got arrested by the Swiss police in September of 2009 at the request of the U.S. and was held for extradition. And due to Polanski's arrest, he couldn't finish the film, so they had to push the film back. And he basically had to do the post-production work from his house during house arrest at his Swiss villa, and he was unable to show up at the premiere for this in February of 2010. So yeah, this is a movie that is notable on that front there. Other than that, though, the film itself overall is just okay, I guess. It's not really a great movie overall. The performances overall, I think, do carry it over to something that's tolerable, but you're never going to remember this movie after you see it. Like, I barely remember it from the first time I saw it a few months ago, but good cast overall in here. McGregor, Brosnan, Kim Cattrall, Olivia Williams, Tom Wilkinson, Timothy Hutton, John Barenthal, Jim Belushi's in here too, Eli Wallach, written by the writer of the book, Robert Harris, but it's not one of Roman Polanski's best movies overall. It's just passable. It's fine for what it is, but it definitely felt like it could have been a whole lot better overall. But like I said, not terrible, but not a great movie either. So that's The Ghost Rider for you. So yeah, not really an eventful week overall. The best new release, honestly, was Shutter Island, which really is that much a surprise. Next time we meet, though, we do have two more movies, and one of them certainly has a very interesting history. If you know the behind-the-scenes stories of what happened on Cop Out, that's going to be a lot of fun to talk about for some people. Others not so much. Bruce Willis, Tracy Morgan starring in a film directed by Kevin Smith. Probably his most mainstream movie of them all, which was both a good thing and also a bad thing, too. But you also have the remake of George A. Romero's The Crazies with Tim Oliphant among the cast, directed by Breck Eisner of Sahara fame. So we'll take a look at that movie as well. Two films to look at next time around on the show. So with all that said, thank you so much for watching this. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please go ahead and hit that like button, the subscribe button, and the notification button. I got it right this time around, I hope. But also hit our playlist too to see other episodes, as well as the last episode up there. And with all of that said, whether it's in the past, the present, or the future, I will see you at the movies. Take care.